Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at game number 19 in our 20 from 1983 series. And this game is the second direct sequel to Donkey Kong, and this replaces Mario with a gardener, and this is called Donkey Kong 3. Donkey Kong is back in this game, but Mario has been replaced with a guy named Stanley, and he's a gardener, and the action takes place within Stanley's greenhouse. And it's a big ass greenhouse, and Stanley is trying to protect his plants from marauding bees. And Stanley has to protect 5 plants. Well, he doesn't have to, but that's the way you get some decent bonus points. And there's the scoring chart. There's various different types of bees, and Donkey Kong himself is hanging from 2 vines, and he occasionally whacks the beehives to make the bees angry and come after you. They never attack Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong cannot directly harm you unless you run out of time. Now we'll go ahead and get started. Now, Stanley has bug spray, and his main goal is to push Donkey Kong up to the top of the screen by spraying him in the ass. I kid you not. What the hell were they thinking? But if you push Donkey Kong high enough, he may knock down a super spray, and that can make you shoot farther and faster. And on the second screen, you may have a little extra juice still from your super spray. Use it as quickly as you can, and you can take out the first 2 screens real quick. And I still have a little bit right now. Eventually, you'll have to back off because the bees will come after you. There are regular bees, and there are bees that take 2 hits, and when they get shot, they scatter shrapnel, and you need to be right below them. If you're to the left or right and below them, then that shrapnel might hit you. And this uses a little bit of physics from SPACE FIREBIRD, an earlier Nintendo game in which you had to shoot enemies that shot shrapnel. And there are worms that you cannot destroy with your regular spray. See, I'm using regular spray right now. If you hit a worm with your regular spray, it'll just stun it. Touch any enemy and you are dead. And note that the plants that you saved, that you kept the bees from taking away, you will get a perfect bonus if none of them are taken away. If a bee starts taking it away, you can zap him, and he'll drop the plant. You get various bonuses for the different bees that you kill. Some of them can shoot stingers at you. It's kind of creepy if you do get killed by the bees, by any of the bees, then they all converge on your body and take you away and leave the spray there. Very creepy. Whoops. See, like that. All that's left behind is the spray. Very creepy. This was the only game that Stanley appeared in. The only sequel that Stanley appeared in. He might be like an unlockable character or something in like a Smash Brothers game or something, I don't know for sure. Ooh, that was close. And there I knocked down the super spray again. Some levels will not have the super spray, but I think that if you die on that level, then the game will give it to you on your next life, or have it on the vine. But yeah, you need to have saved all the plants to get the bonus. This is the stage where Donkey Kong will have a hive fall on his head. Watch out for the balls that Donkey Kong will throw at you. He'll also use those balls to rattle the bee nests. There is a finite amount of bees. You can run them down to 0 and end the level. Donkey Kong will climb up the vines. I remember seeing this at 7-Eleven when it was debuting. It's not my favorite Donkey Kong game, but it's certainly playable. It would be better if it didn't have the Donkey Kong name attached to it. But now we have a new enemy, and it's a blue bee, and it looks for the level that you're standing on. Yeah, I got super spray. That new bee will look for the level that you're standing on and make a beeline at you, and you need to move to a different floor. Yeah, pushing up will make Stanley either jump up to a higher floor or just jump straight up, and pressing down will make him drop down. If you're gonna spray Donkey Kong in the ass, then you really want to kind of jump at the same time. Just wail on that spray button. Try to push him up further up the vines. If you run out of time, then an enemy will come and bite the vines that are holding Donkey Kong up, and then he'll fall and he'll come over and kill you. And we'll see that later on. The bees that take 2 shots and scatter shrapnel, they are worth more points if there are other enemies with them. Whoops. And it's kind of like the flagships in Galaxian. This is by far the best I've done on this game. You have to be patient. Be patient. Don't be in such a hurry to shoot Donkey Kong in the ass up the vines that you'll risk getting hit by bees. You have plenty of time on the bonus meter. Just go up there and shoot Donkey Kong when you can. Note that when you stop shooting him for a while, he will slide down a bit. And if you take too long, if the game decides that you've taken too long, that you've been too inert for too long, then they'll send a different enemy after you, and it'll fly right at your position. That super sprayer, or whatever you want to call it, is so useful. And note that the worms that you couldn't previously kill, you can kill with the super spray. And they're like 300 points, I think. Yeah, and if you have super spray power left from a previous level, use it. Use it real quick. Jump up there and spray Donkey Kong in the ass as fast as you can. And you might be able to end the level real quick. Ooh, like that. Yeah, this is far and away the best I've ever done on this game. You get an extra life, I think, at like every 40,000 or so, or something like that. Maybe it's 30,000, I can't remember for sure. But yeah, take your time. Make sure that you're not standing below and like to the right or left when you spray that one bee that can scatter shrapnel and kill you. Yeah, this is a lesser entry in the Donkey Kong series, I think. My favorite games in the series were the first Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr. wasn't bad. I kind of liked it, but my favorite was probably Donkey Kong. Spiritual sequels or spin-offs include Mario Brothers. I really like that one a lot. Of course, the Super Mario Brothers games. And then Donkey Kong would have his console games. Whoops. Watch out for those stingers. The shrapnel scattering enemies especially like to drop stingers. Yeah, you have to be solidly on that ledge to be able to stand on it and jump up to the next one. There are a couple enemies that we did not see, or a few enemies that we did not see yet, and we'll look at that a little bit later. A couple of the enemies show up way later, and one of the enemies will show up if you take too long on the level. It's just so weird. Who decided that it would be a good idea to have somebody spray Donkey Kong in the ass in a game? Yeah, I'm not crazy about this game. It's certainly playable, but I think, oops, and backed myself in a corner. Crap. It's certainly playable, but as part of the Donkey Kong franchise, I think it's fair to expect a little bit more. Well, that's my game of Donkey Kong 3, and I'm going to put in my initials. We had some good weather this week. I'm glad. I wanted to continue to wear shorts for a while. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying safe during the pandemic. I want to believe it's almost over. We'll see. But yeah, here's what happens if you run out of time. Well, first of all, if you let Donkey Kong drop all the way, he just hangs on like that. He won't fall off unless you run out of time. And now we've got these other enemies that swirl around and then they home in on your location and fly at you. You can shoot them for points. I got invincibility on right here. I think they're like 700. Yep. And now here's me running out of time. These little things eat the vines that are holding up Donkey Kong. And he drops and he kills me. Kind of creepy, I think. And now we're going to look at the other enemies that we see later on. And if we've got these moth things or whatever they are, there will later on be new red enemies that I think kind of do the same thing as these blue bees, these little blue bees. And there's also butterflies, yellow butterflies. I also put on like infinite super spray. But that was Donkey Kong 3 by Nintendo in 1983. Game number 19 in our 20 from 1983 series. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80, and thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon with game number 18. See you then, folks. Thank you. Or,